it's not a tirade. It's true because
We all know it's
no.
not
Shut.
everything.
No. Be quiet. It's true because women are idiots. So this is what you women would do. You'll go watch one of these dumbass movies of some jackass. Let's say a popular male sex object. Let's say what's that guy that plays Thor? Hemsworth. Or like a what's this guy's name? Jackman. You people will go watch this shit. And the first thing you'll do, if you watch it in a theater with the women, it doesn't matter, theater, at home, or whatever, what's the first thing you do? You dummies, you turn and you look at the guy you're next to. And the first thing you say is like, you think, why is he not like that? This is what you idiots do. And the funny part is that it's the men writing these scripts.
That's funny.
So you guys watch these TV shows, I don't care if it's soap operas or whatever, where even men that write these scripts are making men out to be these angelic creatures that they're not just angelic, but making them out to be like this epitome of what a woman wants. And these motherfuckers don't exist. What men should be doing that write these goddamn scripts is writing women how they are. Men aren't gonna fucking these goddamn movies are stupid now. All these romantic comedies, all these I don't even know what you call them. Romance movies. It's not everything's not a goddamn comedy. You have rom-coms and you have just goddamn love stories or whatever. And there's always scenes in there with this dumbass woman, because women always need to manipulate a guy. They always want to make the guy feels like he needs to chase her ass. There's always scenes in there where some jackass has to take 5 cabs, a ferry, run 10 blocks, stop a plane by calling the airport with a bomb scare or something to board the plane and get this lady to come off and be with him. You never see any movie where a woman is doing that for a man. And these scripts are written by men. But you don't see movies where a woman is doing anything like that. Nope. It's always some guy, riding on a police horse, and getting like an armed escort to save the woman and get back the woman that he loves, that she's about to go to Peru to teach English. It's completely ridiculous. And you jackass women, you watch this shit, and then you look over at the guy that you're with, and you think, oh yeah, he's not like that. He should be like that. These people don't exist. Guys don't watch freaking movies and they say, like you watch a movie and this chick is like just, I don't know, just having sex all the time, and be like, and look over to their wife or girlfriend and be like, why aren't you like that? Because they know it's a freaking movie. And it's not true. But women can't differentiate that. The only thing that they see is something that would please them. You know how it please them? Because it's a guy galloping on all fours like a freaking stray dog to chase them. Because that's all they care about. They only care about a guy that is freaking subservient to them. Because once that motherfucker, let's say, you know what these movies should have? You know what they should have? These sons of bitches. What these movies should have is part 2. Because I'd love to see part 2 of these movies where you have the guy that did all that shit to get the girl, and she finally gets off the plane and hugs him and kisses him. Oh, great. I would love to see a part 2 of this shit. And see if that same writer actually wrote it how it would turn out. Because the story will turn out the same way it started. And it will turn out in the same way it should have. Where that lady, once the fervor of this, and gets off the plane and goes around, once that shit wears out, if he stops acting that way where I'm going to chase you and gallop across the country for your ass, once that shit's gone, she's gone. It's stupid. And your women are crazy. You watch this shit and they're like, this is how men should be. And they got these goddamn, TV shows, be it Entertainment Weekly or whatever crazy ass TV show, female magazine, female majority read magazines that play up this, oh, and he's with this person and he's at that person. And you women read this shit. It makes no sense. Oh my God, he did this and that. Oh, he did that. And then you look at the person and they judge the fucker. Because you're not like Hugh Jackman didn't do this in that movie. Hugh Jackman is married to a fat chick. A fat chick that looks like she's at least 15 years older than him. They might be the same exact age. I don't give a shit. She looks like
she's way older than him.
Whatever. She looks like she's 15 years older than him. And good for him, because who gives a shit?
She is.
Nobody cares. It doesn't matter that she's older than him, because he, in his real life, is just a real guy. He's not concerned about age. He's not concerned about this dumbass shit. But he will play a role in a movie, and you dumbass women will watch this movie and be like, oh, that's how it should be, when he's not even like that in real life. Ugh. It doesn't make sense at all. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. You women you try to live in this fiction around, and then you judge mercilessly men to these fictional standards that don't happen. And when these motherfuckers do happen, the woman's never satisfied. You got women that are freaking married to goddamn multi-millionaires. And for some reason, these sons of bitches are still getting divorced. They got everything they need. They got a guy that, even if he wasn't even rich before, and they ultimately got rich, they're still divorcing their ass. They have everything they want. They have money. They have, houses, cars, kids, and they don't have to worry about shit. But for some dumbass reason, with all these things that most people complain about in relationships that they don't have or wish they did have, these motherfuckers still get divorced because of women. So what does that prove? Women don't know what the fuck they want. And whatever you give them is never enough. Even when you try to divorce one of these motherfuckers, or not when you try, because women are 70% of the population that initiates divorces. They start the shit. So when they initiate divorce, what do? Nope. They want everything. If you're a fucking billionaire, they say, I want $500 million. Because I was with you when that bitch, you could have met that chick and you are already worth $200 million. But now you're worth $1 billion, she wants still half. And then she'll give out 500 reasons why she deserves it. She won't list any reasons why she doesn't deserve it. But nope, she'll tell you every freaking reason why she is worth that. The best case scenario is that goddamn whore, that peg-legged, one-legged monster spawn of the devil that was married to that McCartney, that Beatle. That bitch, that guy's worth, I don't know, $1-2 billion. She wanted half of it. She wanted like $1 billion. She got like, I don't know, I could be wrong, $65 million, something like that. And she was distraught.
That's a lot of money.
She was distraught. She was beside herself that she only got this certain amount of money. Because women don't give a shit. This is why I say women are disgusting monsters. Because whenever their relationship, you people are. It doesn't make sense that you guys do this. Stop doing this to people. Okay? Tell your women to stop doing this to people. Because it's disgusting. And it causes guys to say, fuck you women. They're not going out with you guys anymore. They're not marrying your asses. Because it makes no sense. It's disgusting. Women, when they get divorced, they immediately, or are trying to get divorced, or in the process of getting divorced, they immediately become vindictive demons. Immediately, this is what they turn into. Who gives a shit about all the years you were together, all the vacations, all the good times, the kids you may have had together? Who gives a shit about any of that? All these motherfuckers do is they just try to paint you as being this monster of a human. He beat me. These sons of bitches, they will bring up an instance where if a guy, you were arguing and he walked by you and bumped you with his shoulder, even on purpose or accident, they'll make it out to seem like they were a victim of domestic violence. And if you ever made your kid mad, they will bring that shit up. And they'll be like, and then the kid doesn't like him because on several occasions the kid told me that dad was mean. This is what you disgusting people do. You do this because it doesn't make sense. It's like all the good goes out of the window that ever existed, and the other person turns into this completely. They try to paint this person in this irrational monster. Which men aren't. Men are logical. They are. Women are irrational. Which is why they come with these dumbass stories. And the problem is these freaking courts say, oh, well, wow, he did that. Freaking case, the guy was a millionaire. He's freaking finds out this whore that he was married to, screwing other people, and the kids aren't even his. She gets divorced, and he still has to take care of these motherfuckers that aren't even his because they were married, and he took care of them for this period of time. She gets the freaking mansion. He gets a studio apartment. This is ridiculous. And if anything should disgust anybody, women should be disgusted the most. Not just because they're taking advantage of men or manipulating the system. They should be disgusted with their own actions. But the reality is that women aren't disgusted with their actions. And which is why I say to men, don't get married. And it's not, of course, that every woman is like that, because they're not. But why would you want to take the risk? Like if Isaac finishes college, does his thing, goes off and says, I met a chick, I want to get married, I would tell him, don't do it. Or give me 2 hours with that whore just to interrogate her ass. And I would tell you, honestly, what is this person's worth? And I don't give a shit. You can still choose, well, she's great, Dad, I'm going to do it anyways. Make your own bed. But I will tell you, honestly, this person is a piece of trash. And this is a shame. You know what I married your ass? You know what I asked? This is what I told Bishop Lee. I called Bishop Lee. I actually met him. And he said, you want to know if she's crazy or not. And he said, she's not. This is what he told me. Because I said I wanted to find out from the start. Because I said, women are freaking idiots. And I'm not going to waste my time with any woman that is a moron. Not just a moron, but just some like relations they had in the past where some jackass is just using you, taking advantage of you, dumping you like a piece of shit. I'm not doing it. I said I'm not doing it. And so he says, you know, she's quality or whatever. No, she said she is. I said, okay, good. Because most women aren't. They're not. Most women are not quality women. They're not. You're sitting at the bar, and the guy's getting married to this chick. She's fat. I don't give a shit. She's fat. We'll call it what it is. And I'm watching them drink. And I make fun of your ass because you gobble up food like the same portion size, if not more, as me, a male that's way larger than you, and you eat more. Mm-hmm. And because you're greedy as shit, and me eat more than a goddamn growing kid.
That I would have to agree.
Don't agree. This is not funny. This is not how women should be. Sitting at the bar, she's a short woman, fat, not obesely fat, but fat, and her guy she get married to is, I don't know, 6'1", 6'2", You know, not he's overweight, but not anything special. She's fat. She's powering down shots and beers at the same level and degree, and she is maybe 5'2", 5'1". And is there any surprise that she is fat? This equality thing that women seem to have. They want to feel like if you men are eating 2 chicken drumsticks, I need to have 2 chicken drumsticks too. No, bitch, he's a foot taller than you or more. And based on his mass, his body will tolerate alcohol and the quantity of it better than yours. You fat ass drinking all these goddamn beers and shit, and is it any surprise that you are fat? It makes no sense. It's like women are. It makes no sense. They're crazy in every way. Even eating dinner. They say, it's about equality. Why did I get 1 drumstick and you got 2? What? This is insanity. It's complete insanity. Some being greedy pigs. Greedy pigs. Greedy pigs in divorce. Greedy pigs in relationship. And greedy pigs at the table.